Hey, today I wanted to show you a little bit about conditional statements. I wanted to show you if, select, and try. So what a conditional statement is that when something happens, we want something else to happen. So here's my program. I'm just going to add a button. I'm going to double click this button to give me the when or event code, if you will. Now, let's say if let's put one more thing in here. Let's put like a checkbox. So back to the code. If checkbox1.checked equals true, hit enter. It says then and then end if. If it's true, then we want the, let's just say the Button1.BackColor to equal Color.Blue. Okay. So in the event that the button gets clicked, nothing happens because our if statement says only if the checkbox 1 is clicked does it turn blue, and there it goes. Okay, nice and simple. Another thing you can do to this is the else statement. So else, that means if it isn't checked, we can do Button1.BackColor equals Color.Green. Let's do lime green because lime green always looks better than regular green. So if we check it, we click it, it turns blue. However, if it's not checked, we click it, it turns green. That's what else means. Now say, I want to learn about the select. That was if. Really nice and simple, if. So let's say we add a text box for this one. So in our text box, we're going to continue with the button still. So within the button logic, we want to do select. Now select will allow you to enter one type of variable but give you multiple cases, like if it means this, 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 or this, but if none of those, else. So what we do is we hit select case and we put our variable in it. So say the text box 1 equals Robo, then we want the Button1.BackColor to equal black. And in another case, if it equals matics, we want the color to change to, let's go for brown. Alright, another case would be, don't know what he's got there. I guess it just puts it there, whatever. Next case would be Robomatics, and in this case we want the Button1.BackColor to be Aqua. And if nothing, case else, you don't put a variable after that or a constant after that because it's if none of these are true. We want the Button1.BackColor to equal white. Now, let's take out the if stuff just so he doesn't get confused. Actually, let me highlight this and click this button here. That turns it into comment, if you will. So that way you can easily select it all and uncomment it to put it back in there. That's a nice feature too. So anyhow, back to this. So if I put Robo, hit the button, then it turns black because if Robo, black. Matics, brown, Robomatics, Aqua, and if nothing or anything at all, still that. Whereas all the others still work. So there we are. That's select. Nice and easy. Now, if I take out case else, press the button, nothing's going to happen. So that's what happens if you don't have it. Nothing bad happens. However, doesn't matter. What I'm going to do here is take this stuff and comment that as well. Now I want to show you what a try looks like. So I'm going to give this program an error that it's not going to know what to do with. So what we're going to do is have an array. So dimension intz, and make that an array of 3. as integer. Now then we want to say int 5, which is out of the array, equals 6, whatever. So when we click our button, it's going to make this ints of 3 and try to put a value of 6 into something that's outside the array. Now it's going to think, and then it's going to crash. And it's going to say the index was outside the bounds of the array. Okay. Now what we can do is put the try in there. So try, enter, and it gives us these 3 lines. Try, catch, and end try. So I'm going to put this in here, and what's going to happen now is when I click, it's not going to error the program, it's just going to jump over it. Now try to end try, all the stuff that doesn't work between these two won't happen. It just won't do anything. Now we can still take the error here, which is the X as exception, and put that to something useful, say like a MsgBox, ex.ToString. So this way, as we're running the program, we can see if something won't work. So click button 1, and there's our message box with our exception already written in it. So we can see what's going on. So that's cool. So there you go. That's if, select, and try. Have fun with that.